Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's midday with Marcus Maben. 8150, 93.9 is the number, 93.9 is the station, and it's only Tuesday. It feels like it's been 7 days mixed into 3, but we're rolling along. Steve Rummage in the building, Brian Hall in the booth.
This is one of those weird weeks where I kind of need it to just go. Like, I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of production I feel like I can give you Tuesday through Thursday right now. Basketball practice has started. We'll talk about it. You know, we can talk a little bit more about the basketball. There's some basketball storylines I think we can talk about today. We didn't yesterday.
You're not lowering the bar, are you, Steve?
No, I'm lowering the bar for this show. I feel like
exactly.
Okay, yes, because I'm almost like I just kind of need to get to Friday at this point.
Listen, we know this. We've communicated this, Steve. When the bar gets lowered, we step up. Let's do it. Brian Hall in the booth. Brian, what's going on, my man?
I'm not gonna lower the bar. I'm keeping it up high. Yeah, and this is one of the top shows in the city. We got to keep that standard going.
He
Steve.
said one of the top.
Right. What's your problem,
Brian?
What'd you say?
You got an attitude or something?
This is
one
top.
One of the top shows.
Okay, all right.
That's
well, then thank you guys. Now we're back to where we need to be.
Right. Look, it took 3 minutes before the bar got raised.
Boom.
back up.
What'd you do last night?
Are you gonna start this?
Oh yeah, let's start it.
Are we gonna start this early, honey?
Man, let me see, because let me look back through my text real quick.
Oh my God!
I'm sure I missed one.
Oh man.
No, recruiting violation.
Brian Hall, do you know what's going on right now?
No.
Are you aware of what's going on in the studio right now? I'm getting chastised as we speak.
I got a call
about.
No. Yeah, he was already on his way home.
Last night.
8:24. Okay. No, I was just double checking my phone.
Oh, yesterday, people, I had the most awesome day you could have. Oh my God, people. But here's the thing. The Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation Golf Scramble / silent auction took place yesterday, October 1st. As soon as I left the show, had a great show, hung out with Steve and Brian. Then I went to lunch. I went to lunch. One of my good friends, I came through and I saw him for lunch and sat there and I talked sports and it was good and I got really, really full, right? And then I went home. And I took a long, long nap. And when I woke up from my nap, I realized that the Scholarship Foundation situation starts really quick. Up and at 'em. I go there. I see Coach Crum. As soon as I got there, imagine this, people. Imagine all your Scooter McCraes and Derwin Webbs and Coach Crums and Joneses and all of these people, are just a packed PNC Club room. It's packed, right? And as soon as I get there, I don't know how. Thank you, Maddie. I get a cocktail brought directly to me upon entering this PNC Club. I look to my left, and Coach Crum actually has whatever he's drinking in his hands. And Coach Crum gives me like one of those raise your glasses and toast, like, hey, Marcus, I got a cross the room toast from Coach Denny Crum. It was awesome, people. And then I look to my left and I'm looking at Coach Chris Mack. And I see him, he goes over there and he talks to Coach Crum. And I'm like, this is awesome. But people, it gets better. I listen. I mingled a bit. And I talked to a couple coaches. I talked to some old friends. I talked to Scooter. And I talked to And then I realized, you know what's going on outside the window, Brian, from the PNC Club?
Practice? Football practice?
The football team is in full practice mode one day after I finished talking about them. So now, think about this. I just talked to Chris Mack. I just talked to Denny Crum. I talked to Judy. I talked to all my old coaches. I'm over there watching football practice with my own 2 eyes. And then Milt Wagner comes over and starts talking to me. Oh, my God. This is so awesome.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, the pick. It does, man. I really wish I was there.
I'm so sorry I didn't tell you about it,
Yeah.
Steve.
Look at this. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
I'm
It's
so-
very sincere, too.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry I didn't tell you
I
about
watched
it.
my son suck it up at practice last night.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Well, Marcus was sipping on cocktails with Coach
Beautiful.
Crum.
Oh,
Beautiful
my
time.
goodness. I went over there. Listen, Coach Mack told the funniest story. Coach Crum was talking about, doing a little hunting. We all know Coach Crum is a hunter, right? So Coach Mack gets up there. He follows up Coach Crum, and he says, well, all I do is fish, right? So I wouldn't know anything about, climbing those trees and setting up those stands and, rubbing urine on yourself so you can cover the smell. I don't know anything about that
Might
kind
have
of stuff.
stepped too far.
Right. He basically described everything about hunting and said, but I'm just a fisherman. But that's Coach Mack having to, sidestep the system. You don't want to be labeled as hunter guy. So yeah, I was asking him about practice and how things are going, and oh my goodness.
What did he say?
Nothing that I dare share. It was the first day of practice. I do not dare share our confidential conversations. Well, but he did say, pardon me, in his speech, so I guess it's open. He said, pardon me if I seem a little distracted. I'm just leaving practice. Leave it at that.
It's fair. Okay. Well,
It was awesome. I almost told Milt Wagner, hey, easy. I'm watching practice here.
yeah. Trying to see.
Right? Like in no other time would I have not been in that room just totally mingling away, Steve.
That's fair.
But the team
Well,
was
it does sound like it was a good night overall. Good event. I'm glad to hear that.
Kill the sarcasm, Steve.
I know. No, I am. I really am. I'm glad to hear it was a good event. We've been to that event before. It's really awesome. What they do, raise a lot of money, so it's good.
No, that's what I'm saying. People, it was for a good cause. It wasn't just to hang out. I really did kind of forget though.
Yeah. And how's Coach Crum doing?
Coach Crum is.
There's been a lot of
doing
nasty
awesome.
rumors going around
I
about
know,
Coach Crum,
right?
but he looked pretty good to me.
Not only
In
did
the
he
pictures, I seen pictures.
Yeah, me too, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Not only did he look awesome,
Mm-hmm.
listen, like I said, I wouldn't accuse him of, what he was drinking, but he looked like he was having a good time.
Good.
He got up there, he's throwing zingers about his hunting, he's giving his wife a hard time about what she's doing and to organize, and he's just firing off shots at everybody. He's clowning Coach Eves. He just he was working it.
Yeah.
He was working he was in full coach mode, right?
Good.
So it was like, yeah. And then part of me wanted to your point, part of me wanted to run to social media and just, hey, whoever said it, you're a jackrabbit, But it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what? What are you gonna do?
Right.
What are you gonna do if somebody says, "Oh, he looks awful"?
Yeah.
It's the internet.
Sure.
So yeah.
So good news on that front.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me. It was an awesome event. It was good to, like I said, hear Coach Mack over there talking. You realize that you're in full practice mode now.
Absolutely, yeah. They started yesterday. This is no joke. And this is why I think you got one red-white game, and it's pushed off till towards the end of October, because I think is what Coach Mack did. I was talking to my cousin yesterday, and we were kind of having this conversation, said, I think you did Louisville Live, and then I think Coach Mack did, because he asked when the red-white game was. I said the 21st. He said, man, that's a little far off. But as what my explanation was to him is, I think, in my opinion, Chris Mack said, look, let's have Louisville Live, then shut it down.
Boot camp.
Yeah, shut it down for a month. Like, I need this team for a month all to myself.
Yeah, right. You know how we were talking earlier, and here's the thing. Not that this is going heavy basketball, but it's fascinating because Crum era, so happy to be, to have Coach Mack there. So that energy was amazing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that re-energizes Coach Mack, just when
yeah.
not that re-energizing is necessary, but I'm sure it just does something for his spirit, just knowing how many people are like, here, a sturdy foundation is here for you.
Absolutely. No, I mean, and not that they don't have it at Xavier. I just would almost guarantee the volume of what you would have here at Louisville is triple what they have at Xavier.
Right. So you make that into the transition of Louisville Live, and everyone was talking about, and this is Crum era.
Yeah.
This is traditional. This is people who can easily say, get off my lawn. We're like, this is good. Like, this is, to hear everyone endorsing the new blood kind of thing was awesome. So in the transition of new blood, talking about Chris Mack, you're right. I think it's a get it out your system now. I don't even want to put my imprint on the basketball team until they get the fun out the way.
Yes.
Because like I said, they're going to be vicious. I mean, they got to fight. Put it this way. The players and the coach have got to fight first. It's almost like like,
well, I think the first time you'll get to see this as a fan, I think will be at the red-white game. I don't think Chris Mack will be happy-go-lucky guy the way he was at Louisville Live at the red-white game.
No.
I think that's going to be where you're going to see him a little more in action. Like, this is, it's kind of, see, Louisville Live was for the fans, and the red-white games are kind of for the fans, but I think it's more so we can simulate an actual environment on the game court. I
honestly think there is no more for the fans.
Yeah, right.
Like I think the red and white.
Yeah.
I don't see the coach stopping at third quarter and, hey, we want to see who pushes through it now. Let's let's switch up and you coach this team, and no.
Right.
Yeah, I think, like I said, you definitely will have one coach coaching.
Oh, sure.
Individual teams, but would you be okay with him saying, I gave you what I could give you as a fan base?
Oh yeah, no, I think we're done. Yeah, no, I'm done with that. Like, Louisville Live was awesome. That was what we wanted. That was a great time. We had a blast. We all had fun. I want to see him working at the red-white game. Like, I want to see where have we come in a month.
I just naturally kind of thought about this, and I just want you to know what are the expectations, Steve? What are the expectations? Because here we are. Everybody's excited, saying, I'm ready to get to basketball season. I'm ready to just get that start. I mean, not that like I said, we're not jumping out of the football conversation.
No, so we'll get back into that today.
It's kind of like the running joke, almost like a sarcastic, football's going terrible, I'm ready to go to basketball season.
Yeah.
But people still will talk about either how bad you are in football or you're still talking about it. But when you want to get positive, you say, I want to get to basketball.
Sure.
What are the basketball expectations? What do you think, Brian? Listen, do we have basketball expectations, or do we just do the tournament, no tournament, seed? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing that's killing sports talk radio, in my opinion. Jumping ahead to saying tournament, not tournament, seed, that's your expectations. Or that's the conversation everybody wants to have.
Sure.
Because there's nothing in between that. Other than a scale that just goes up and down.
Oh, hey. Hello. Hello.
It's LSU week for Florida. Jump man retweeted it.
I think it's only fair to not have too big of expectations, but I think it's only you got to get into the season and kind of see how the team's doing. It's one of those years where when you got a new coach, the range of expectations could be so far,
Right.
And so I think some people want to just see a few games, even if it's just a couple exhibition games and stuff like that, just to kind of see what we have. But I think a lot of people are excited, and I think that we think that we're going to make the tournament, and expectations could rise from that point even further. But I think expectations are we should at least make the tournament.
Now, see, I almost want to tell me what you think about this, and again, this is coming to me naturally. How is there a way that we can ban talking about seeding and tournament expectations and say, okay, we need to talk about what our expectations are as far as this is going to be a tough team. This is going to be a defensive team. This is, like, look for identities, look for coaches' hand, his imprint on the team. Like, are you able to do that anymore? Just like look at the development of a team.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and I think one thing we need to look at too is I mean, look at smaller goals as well. Because I will say this right off the top. I think this team's not just going to be a tournament team. I really do think they're going to be a 6 through 8 seed.
That's the conversation I'm trying to avoid because I
know.
But here's the thing: once you start doing that, then you find out 3 games into the season. No, they need a lot of work. They need to break some bad habits. They need a lot of work, and then you're like, okay, are you wrong about the 8 seed because you didn't know where they were at from the beginning? Well, that's kind of what we're doing in football.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Had we just said it's a 5-win team, because we, even if we thought it was an 8-win team, just set the bar so low, you'd say, okay, this team is getting better.
Well, but I think there are a few things you could put as season goals. I think you should win.
Yeah, do that.
I think you should get and I'm not even talking about the play because I get what you're saying,
right?
But I think you don't have to jump straight to the tournament. I think we could say I don't even think you got to jump straight to get a double bye in the ACC or a first round. I think.
I want to start with: are we going to move the ball?
Yeah,
right. Well, are we going to play defense?
And I think you could say get 2. You need to get 2 big games at home. I think, I think you beat Michigan State at home, you beat North Carolina at home or something along those lines. I mean, I think there's there's things that you can do because the weird thing with this team is the schedule is so tough and they jump right into it. You get Nickel State, you get a couple games at home.
That's why I just want to say we're going to suck. Just start saying we're going to suck. And so you can't even enjoy any wins if you think you're going to be decent, if you think you're going to be good.
Well, you're going to find out quick because, you turn right around on Thanksgiving weekend and you're going to play 2 of the 3. You're going to play Tennessee and then you're going to either play Marquette or Kansas. And if you're playing Kansas, then you feel good about yourself because you just beat Tennessee. So now we're going, okay, we're all in.
Or does Tennessee turn into, it's just Tennessee?
No, Tennessee be top 5. I mean, I think with this team, man, it's different from every other year because it's not just this team and we know the system. We're now going to learn the system and the team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's different. It's different.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought for 1 second. I didn't go to the text line, Steve, when I was telling my story. Texter says, basically check and see if we're still cool. Are we still cool?
Oh, yeah. I know, it was brutal, man. That was tough. It's tough. It was a tough one last night. Tough one to swallow.
When you saw her posting, you said, you.
Yeah. And then in the meantime, watching my kids snap the ball over the quarterback's head 7 times. I'm like, what are you doing?
He was playing center?
Yeah, it was. I said, well, you don't ever have to worry about doing that again. He played center Saturday. Looked good. Looked real good doing it, too.
And shotgun?
Night, yeah. Looked good. Shotgun, everything. Last night, he just lost his mind. I don't know what happened. I was like, that crap don't cut it, man. Like, seriously, on the way home, it was an ugly ride home.
I hate doing this. What was his explanation?
What, for snapping it high?
Yeah.
He didn't know. He just didn't know what was going on.
Oh, he didn't know he was
I said, I'll tell
high.
you what's going wrong. You want me to tell you what's going wrong? Freaking Fortnite. That's why you can't snap the freaking ball. So I said for the rest of the week, we're going to shut. I know, and it's fall break. Like, we're going to shut that stuff down, dude. Because I come in, you're laying on your bed all day yesterday playing games, and then you come to practice and you can't snap the football because you couldn't find 30 minutes to an hour during the entire day to go outside and work on something. So, here, we'll do this. It was bad. I mean, it was just bad. I don't know. I'm like, dude, and I even hit him with, I was like, maybe you just didn't want it as bad as I did. I don't know.
Let's reset this show.
I said, if you don't, I said, tell me now, because is what I'll do is I'll change my mindset. I told him, I said, I'll change my mindset. And after every practice, I'll pat you on the head and I'll just say, hey, good job, bud. Did you have fun? Did you have a good time tonight with your friends?
Here's your orange slices.
Yeah, because if that's how you're looking at it as just a fun thing, then sure, that's what we'll do. But if you want to be good, if you want to make it somewhere in the game, then we're going to need a little more than 8 hours of Fortnite and 2 hours of practice.
I hope
it was bad.
Every parent just recorded
Wow.
that Steve and his life lessons will be available on the podcast.
Will be.
ESPNLouisville.com.
Get a night show just doing that.
Dad lessons from Steve. I need to reset. Midday.
If it hurts your feelings, your kid probably sucks at sports.
Completely off the rails. Midday with Marcus Maven. 8150-939 is his number on 939 The Ville.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
If you've been thinking about getting engaged, come join us this Saturday at Davis Jewelers.
It's Davis Jewelers' Fall Bridal Event, our biggest engagement ring event of the year.
Come shop all the newest styles from our top engagement ring designers, including Sylvie, Martin Flyer, and our newest designer, Known Carver.
Plus wedding bands for the bride and groom from Benchmark, Amara Stone, and MFit.
Come talk directly to our bridal designers' official representatives. They'll be here in person.
We brought in even more certified diamonds.
We'll have special interest-free financing for qualified buyers. But here's the best part.
Buy your engagement ring this Saturday at Davis Jewelers' Fall Bridal Event and get up to $1,000 off your center diamond.
So you can get a bigger diamond than you thought.
It's Davis Jewelers' Fall Bridal Event this Saturday from 10 till 6 at Davis Jewelers.
Louisville's diamond engagement and wedding ring store.
Limitations apply. Come see store for full details. Davis Jewelers, Louisville's largest fine jeweler, Forest Green Boulevard, just off North Hurstbourne Parkway, and davisjewelers.com.
Don't miss it.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's CORNS.com.
Hi, I'm Circuit Court Judge Derwin Webb. In 1959, a sharecropper named George attempted to register to vote in the local Tennessee election. Because of the Jim Crow laws and his fifth-grade education, he was denied the right. Yet, he persisted. He studied to retake the test and was denied again because of another requirement that he could not fulfill. Yet, he persisted. He studied once again and came back with a group of friends. Before he entered the office, two men with weapons drawn told him to leave and never come back. Because of his act of courage, he lost his job, his home, and was kicked off the farm where he lived and forced to move to Indianapolis with other relatives. I know George well because he was my grandfather. So when you think of the importance of voting this year, think of my grandfather and the other George Webbs that made the sacrifice for us all to vote. So please, please vote.
Chances are you've recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business.
You ready?
And all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or
Shut off on me.
Believe it or not, you could be in luck. Now is the perfect time to replace and upgrade your system with your local factory-authorized Bryant dealer, BJ Heating and Cooling. BJ Heating and Cooling is offering 0% financing with approved credit on all Bryant equipment installs. Whatever it takes, BJ Heating and Cooling offers free estimates on installing heat pumps, furnaces, ACs, and mini splits. Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling or visit bjheatcool.com today.
Chances are you recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
You know, the perfect bank should be mobile, not just online. It should have amazing programs for all your financial needs. It should be involved in the community, and you should be one of the owners. Actually, that's not a job for a bank. You need something a little different. Luckily, we're not a bank. We're so much more. And now we're the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
Louisville's favorite vampire is back! Actors Theatre presents Fifth Third Bank's Dracula. Based on Bram Stoker's gothic tale of the immortal Transylvanian Count Dracula and his unexpectedly feisty human prey, you'll find Dracula this Halloween season dripping with suspense, a few new twists and turns, and even more blood. September 7th through October 31st, see Fifth Third Bank's Dracula at Actors Theatre, not for the faint of heart. Tickets online at actorstheatre.org.
For the first time ever, Genesis Diamonds is bringing together the two undisputed heavyweight champions in bridal jewelry, Tacori and Viraggio. They're joining forces for one epic weekend at Genesis Diamonds. It's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tacori and Viraggio, the Louis Vuitton and Gucci of the bridal world. Innovative rings with unparalleled detail and breathtaking design. Tacori and Viraggio, both flying in hundreds of new glamorous rings, never before seen styles priced from $1,500 to $15,000. These are the top designer rings every woman wants, and most jewelers can only dream of carrying them, but Genesis has them all. And we're breaking all the rules for this 3-day event with special pricing, zero interest financing, and thousands of dollars in Amex gift cards and travel vouchers with any Tacori or Viraggio ring purchase. Don't miss this unprecedented bridal event. Tacori and Viraggio, over 2,000 rings together on the Genesis stage. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. Exclusively at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
The Papa John's Extra Large Pizza deal means you can share a delicious extra large pie with more people. Like who, you ask? Well, you can share it with your friends and their friends and their friends. You can share it with Becky from work and Kevin from working out, the neighbors on your block, that lady around the corner, the guy up the road, the girl down the street, and the people just across the table. Your family. For just $10, enjoy an extra large 2-topping pizza and add a 2-liter Pepsi for just $2 more. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tip, and delivery fee extra.
This is U of L Today with Mark Hebert.
You don't have to be a super genius to be a good problem solver. That's what a U of L researcher has found. An explanation after this.
Commonwealth Credit Union is now the preferred credit union partner of the University of Louisville, offering more financial services to the U of L community than ever before. Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Visit WeSeeUofLDifferently.com for more information.
Being able to solve complex problems doesn't necessarily require laser focus and a high IQ, according to U of L Learning and Performance Lab Director Marcy DeCaro.
It's not only the people who have the high intelligence, the high working memory that can do innovative, creative thoughts. So I think that's one important thing to remember, that we kind of have a diversity in the way we think. And so people with lower working memory can capitalize on that. They can capitalize on the fact that they can make associations often better.
DeCaro says the brain has 2 different tracks that compete with each other. People who have lots of working memory and focus, but can set that aside when needed, are better problem solvers.
It has to do with letting go when you need to. And this is something that they've shown, historically speaking, like Einstein supposedly did this. Like, he would kind of work with a problem until he got stumped, and then he'd step away and play his violin for a while. Or Beethoven would, take long, vigorous walks, is what they say, so that he could kind of let the ideas come to him.
Finding ways to unlock human potential. We are U of L.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
He lived and forced to move to Indianapolis with other relatives. I know George well because he was my grandfather. So when you think of the importance of voting this year, think of my grandfather and the other George Webbs that made the sacrifice for us all to vote. So please, please vote.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. People, we're also on the YouTube channel, the We Are Made for the Ville YouTube channel. Here's the thing, Steve. I'm going to ask you publicly right now. I've never been the Facebook blocker. I've never been the I don't like your opinion blocker, unfriender.
Okay.
I've never been the Twitter really mute or mute her or mute certain subject. I don't really exercise because I feel like I'll get trapped into too many like-minded situations. If I block and unfollow and unfriend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want my Twitter to be as balanced as possible.
Right. Yeah. Well, I got a few. It's kind of like clockwork. They'll have like just 20 followers, and they write you and say you suck.
Right.
It's Kentucky. It was awesome. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah. When you click on them, you see how many. It's 20 BBN retweets, and then it's their comment to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel, however, it's been growing, and we've been having a lot of fun, and we get a lot of content when people jump in. Wait, is there still no sound on the YouTube? Should be. Okay, well, we're going on and people are having fun. But I think I got a candidate on the YouTube channel that just has to be blocked. But here's the thing. Since we are made for the Ville, and this is going to have to be a full executive decision, are you game for YouTube troller getting blocked?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like you can't come in and dominate my wall, like on my comments section with a bunch of crap, especially if you have nothing to back it up. If it's just like, hey, UK's awesome, Louisville sucks. Okay.
Right?
Hookers. Okay, cool. Like, okay, yeah, you got to go, dude.
Make that sound again. You need to throw that into everything. Yeah. Like I said. So people,
okay, whatever.
Don't worry about it. Don't fret. That super troller on the wall will be blocked by the end of the show. It's a good thing I don't know how to do it while I'm sitting here talking.
Right.
So Brian, are we almost ready? With the conversation. Before Brian, we get into the sound. You made the statement a little earlier about Louisville beating Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know the fan base psychology. We fired a coach for losing.
Yeah.
To Kentucky. We fired a defensive coach.
Yes.
You believe that does a win at the end of the year save the job no matter what?
No, not just that. I mean, that's got to be coupled.
I don't want to say no matter what. I want to say.
Yeah, that's got to be coupled with the.
From this point to the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
What percentage is the UK game going to matter if there's going to be like a coaching change?
Well, it will matter. I'm not also not going to act like it won't matter. But I think that has to be coupled with. I mean, you got.
Are you talking like 40%?
I mean,
60.
Well, I think that depends on what your other record is. I mean, but you can't go out and win one or two more games and then beat Kentucky and think you're going to be the coach.
With the way, how much of it is his demeanor during like the press conferences and stuff? Like, is that something where
that don't bother me? That's him. I mean, that's him. That don't bother me. I don't care. I see a lot of coaches come out here and scream and yell and go get their butts kicked. Like that's who he is.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's who he is. That's his attitude. That's his demeanor. I don't care. Saban shows no fire. I mean, that's coaches have different. And then you got Mike Gundy. We'll get up. By the way, that thing Diener played this morning was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
I didn't hear it.
Like these people, apparently these 3 students hacked into the conference call with Mike Gundy, and Mike Gundy had a player transfer and said that no reporters were allowed to talk to him or else they'd be blackballed, basically.
Right.
And like 3 students like hacked into the call-in line and like asking questions about it. And just
did he freak?
No, but you could tell. It was like, yeah, something's not right here. It was funny. But I mean, Mike Gundy, you've watched him do on the, I'm 40, I'm a man, and then went out and got his butt kicked.
Let's go through a little Bobby press conference.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, like I said after the game, that's a tough loss. To be in a position to win the game, be right there, turn the ball over. If I had to do over again, obviously I'd call a run play, make it easy. But, we had seen that pressure throughout the game. And what they do is they blitz 2 guys through the A-gap, Sam linebacker and the Mike linebacker, and play what we call magic coverage, which is 3 deep, 2 under. So they only have 2 underneath guys. Call it magic because it was number 32 was Magic Johnson, so that's where the coverage got its name. And you got to know what the guy's dropping and throw the hitch on the outside. And, he made some good plays earlier against it. The one that Jalen caught, we were in a different formation, so Jalen was the guy that caught the ball and ran. Kamari caught one on it. Pete got one on it. So I felt like we were executing well against it, but, obviously didn't work out, so it's a bad call. No question about that.
First of all, I said this before it started. Do they know who Magic Johnson is? Do any of those kids on that team know who Magic Johnson is?
yeah.
Well, they know him from owner of the. They know him as
LeBron. He
Starbucks
got LeBron.
guy and got LeBron.
He got LeBron to the Lakers.
My God,
Magic Johnson's having a resurgence.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing when Coach Petrino is referring to Magic Johnson as 32, and they're like, is that what number?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when the kids say, "Oh, he played basketball"?
Yeah, Magic. I thought he was a great owner.
Right. Okay. He got detailed. Are you uncomfortable with how much detail he's giving away to during the press conference?
No.
You just think he's just comfortable talking football?
Yeah, I mean that's football talk. You can't take anything from that, and you don't know what.
Is that the part of the conversation that you said that him kind of saying it was a good call, but it didn't work out?
No, I think that he gets asked about that later, but.
I do really feel like we made some huge strides in the game and leading up to the game. The way we practiced, the way our scout teams helped us in practice. It was the best looks and the hardest effort that our scout team gave us throughout the entire week, something that we asked them to do, and they went out and did it. We did get a lot better in practice, and I really feel like we came out and executed our game plan. Offensively, we needed to mix it up between running the ball and taking some deep shots and getting some easy completions. And we were able to, get it in the end zone 3 times in the first half, get a good lead. We had some opportunities in the second half. We still drove the ball. We still converted third downs. We just didn't get the ball in the end zone like you need to. A bad penalty that backed us up, and we had to settle for a field goal, and we missed a couple. But I was proud of our defense. Number one thing going in, the number one concern was stopping their run. That running back is a real special guy, and we did a good job of stopping their run. I thought we controlled the front, and our linebackers hit the gaps, and we tackled well. But we did give up the 3 big plays in the second half. 2 of them were perfect throws and good catches, but we knew that. We knew that going in, that he could really throw the ball and that they had good players. The one thing that's really important in sports and in athletics and in competition when you're going to win is your attitude under pressure, and something that you always coach really hard. You try to show examples of it. You always see, like basketball, it comes up a lot, and sometimes you'll see it in NFL games when the quarterback turns to the sideline and gives it one of these. Those are the things that can affect you and your team. So we have to be able to keep a good attitude under pressure and understand it. They're very competitive. They want to win. They have an idea of what the philosophy is of the play and what should happen, but only one guy makes that decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's kind of where we are at the moment. I think you hear him when I hear him talk about that. We talked about earlier about, is he finding playmakers, and I think he is. I think that's what he's saying there. I think he's saying, look, we're seeing improvements. We're finding. I got a team. It was, quite honestly, I said it yesterday. Hassan Hall's a freshman. Juwan Pass is a sophomore, might as well be a freshman playing wise. Des Fitzpatrick's a sophomore. Tutu Atwell's a true freshman. Kamari Averett is a sophomore. These are young guys. Mekhi Becton's a sophomore. Cole Bentley is a sophomore. You have a extremely
and don't start going through the defense.
Well, yeah. No, I'm talking offensively here with where we're at. But again, I don't really have a problem with defense though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about youth-wise.
Yeah, right. And even if it's not youth-wise, it's guys that are first year in the system, which I guess everybody's the first year in the system this year, but on defense. But that's where I think you say, okay, if you asked me the question earlier also, what does it take with a Kentucky win? I think if I start to see, they look good against Georgia Tech. Oh, you went out and you beat Boston College. Oh, you got Wake all of a sudden. Now you get Clemson. You don't look incompetent at Clemson. You come back, Syracuse gets you at Syracuse in a good game, but then you bounce back and you beat NC State at home. Then you go get Kentucky, and I'm going, okay, all right, he found it. He found it there. Like, you know, like, all right, now let's go to the Music City Bowl or whatever, and let's see what we put together here. You know,
So are you kind of drawing a line at the 6-win mark?
Yeah, like you need to be bowl eligible, because I think that's where Bobby, to me, is almost like I said, my dad can beat up your dad.
Yeah.
Until one day you see your dad get beat up or something, you're like, oh crap. Your dad's like Superman.
Is that when you start lifting weights?
Yeah, you know, and it's like,
well, I guess I got to start doing my push-ups.
Yeah, dad can't protect me. Hey, Jimmy's dad just beat up my dad. You know, you're like, okay.
Your dad just says, "Hey, son, that was a lucky shot." Like,
Yeah,
it happened.
with Bobby, I think it's the same thing. I kind of have that with him where I say, yeah, but I mean, I've never seen him have a crap season. Even 4 or 5 games in, I've watched him pull it around where you're like, by the end of the year, you're like, all right, man. I mean, let's go. Like, let's go.
Yes,
Next year, we're going to be ready to go.
I was kind of making that point earlier. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen him just have a deadbeat season.
Even that year, we went 0-3 to start the year out. Now, again, like I said, I don't think the two are comparable because I think you had a lot more positives that year than you had in the first 4 games this year. Now, I'm not counting the Florida State game because I think Florida State game, if you're 2-2 and they look like Florida State, you're going, oh, all right. But you also, I mean, don't forget that year. You got wasted by Florida State. You got wasted by Pitt. I mean, blew out by both teams.
You got muscled by Pitt.
Yes.
You looked wimpy.
Pitt beat the crap out of us that year.
Yep.
I mean, you know, but by the end of the year, what was that announcer saying? That famous quote? It was like, watch out in 2016 for this Louisville team. By the time they finished, you're like, whoa. I'm not off that horse yet that this could be how this year finishes.
Right. It could turn into a watch out.
Yeah, where you know, they do what I just said, and you take a couple losses. Like I said, you lose to Clemson and Syracuse still, you know.
Okay, but I'm going to say this. Okay, I'll ask you.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that turns this into a watch out team? If you had to just go one. Is it just Juwan quicker popping on his receivers? Is he the effective?
Yeah, I would say so. Him or
the fulcrum.
If Hassan Hall can hit a couple plays the way he hit that spin move,
you ruined it.
Okay,
you just ruined it.
Okay,
I wanted you to just miss the mark. I wanted you to target all these things.
Yeah,
and then I wanted to be the guy who just Mr. Kool-Aid man just bust through. Oh yeah, Hassan Hall.
I'm sorry.
Right?
Yeah,
like. I went back and watched that, and I'm like, he's a every down running back.
Yeah.
I should never see mixed in unless you listen, if you make Trey Smith your 1 yard guy and put him behind
or Dave Williams. Like let's not count Dave Williams out. I mean, of the rotation.
I'm just talking about the last one we saw.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I
Colin Wilson, there's an issue there. No,
between him and coach.
Yeah, something's not right there. Bobby yesterday, and we don't have to play this clip, Brian, but Bobby yesterday, and I'm paraphrasing, basically said, "No, I wasn't that he was hurt. He had a crap week of practice, so he didn't dress." It's like, ooh, okay.
There's nothing wrong there, but when you fight about weight or being in shape early in the year.
But I'm just saying, I was writing that off as injury. I think after that press conference yesterday, I was like, ooh, what an injury. Something. You need to step up. Yeah, you fumble, you pout, probably. Right? You fumble, you got took for the rest of the game. You probably looked at coach and was like, why didn't you play me? If I was playing. Oh, okay. Well, how about this? You're not going to dress next week.
Y'all want to win? Put Colin in.
Yeah.
Spin.
I like it. But yes, Hassan Hall. That move he hit on the sideline made everybody in the press box go, oh!
What? I
still think he may have scored there.
Here's my problem, and I don't know if it can be taught.
Iffy.
I don't know. Wait, say that again.
This thing may have scored there. It was close.
He may have scored. Like, you don't think he touched the sideline?
It was close.
Here's my problem.
Yeah.
And you tell me, is this a coaching thing or can this be taught? or this is what changes you from the 4-star to 3-star, 5-star.
Yeah.
I watched Jalen Smith running diagonal with the ball in his hand and at least 10 yards covered. And I watched one man in open field while he's just running to that sideline, trying to outrun to the corner.
Yeah.
He gets tackled. Hassan Hall is the only guy who didn't look like he was going to go down from one guy. Tutu Atwell and Hassan Hall, I'm sorry. When they start weaving and moving, they look like they are
except
gifted.
Tutu, you can't get caught from behind. Like, I know they wouldn't have counted anyways because the ref called the worst block in the back of all time.
That was the worst
But
block in the
still.
back call. Dude, if you're running from the block and you just turn your back.
Yeah, that was crap. That was a crappy call. But like, score.
You got to score.
You got to score. You can't call from behind, man. But yes, to your point though, he stuck. I mean, he put his foot in the dirt, went upfield, made a couple moves. But Hassan Hall, I went back and watched the offensive plays. I don't mean to jump in the middle of your point here, but he was running. Where he impressed me was the
second level guy.
Yeah, and he made me buy into, I'm not just speed guy. This guy can put his hand in your chest, and this guy can put his shoulder down, and he can get 2 or 3 more after you hit him. He did that multiple times. That's why I'm buying into Hassan Hall as maybe he's the guy.
I always try to explain these things without sounding arrogant, but basketball guy knows exactly what I'm talking about, and football guy who's elusive knows what I'm talking about. Even I'll say wide receiver guy should know this. We have too many players, first of all, getting caught by one person, getting tackled by one person. In basketball, when you have a basketball in your hand, you're not worried about the guy guarding you. You're looking at the help. You're looking at what am I going to do after I get around this guy? Because you should have 3 moves on a football field, on a basketball court.
Yeah.
You should have a move that will get rid of most defenders one-on-one.
Yeah, like Samuel Williamson had on Wara that one play in the open run. You could tell he was like, I do have one move where I can get you on the block and like I'm going to score.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I am in control of if I score or not.
Yeah.
If I miss the shot,
then I just missed the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Jalen Smith cannot be in the open field and not either pull away from somebody, right?
Right.
Or I'm talking about 20 yards open field, full run, 20 yards down the field. You're by yourself running across the middle wide open. And I watch a guy, not a guy clip him from behind. I watched a guy get to his waist, get to his thighs, right? Is that a benching offense?
I mean, it can be.
Because I'm getting to the point where, to me, I'd rather have Tutu Atwell catching that ball and knowing he can make at least one guy miss.
Yeah.
If you can't make a guy, like your speed is useless to me if you can't make one person miss.
Right. I mean, it can be. And now
they're not doubling you. They don't respect you like that. We can leave one man on you, and that man can tackle you.
But I think now more so, and this goes back to what we were talking about. As the season goes on, I think you will have that a little bit more. Now that you've kind of finding a niche, and Puma's kind of, okay, we're going to ride with Puma no matter what.
Hassan's going to bring people up in the box.
Absolutely will. That will make a change. And Puma's getting the ball to other guys.
If I see a 50-50 split, or if I see 3 running backs with a 30-30-30 split,
yes,
I'll go crazy.
I'm going to jump out of the practice box just to cause a scene. Somebody catch me.
Last game, Steve, you threatened to jump out the press box. People, I'm sitting with Steve, and Steve said he's going to.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. People think you have an agenda to defend Bobby Petrino.
Yes.
Because they don't hear you say, I'm literally going to throw myself over the rail. And here's the problem. Steve was sad because he knew if he jumped over or if he threw himself over the rail, he wouldn't actually die. It would just hurt really, really.
I'd just be laying there.
You'd just be injured.
And probably my face towards the field. Now I've got to lay there and watch the rest of the game.
and it would take a while for the ambulance to get through the stadium and get up to you.
So I need, yes. But no,
So
yeah,
do
I
you agree with what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, I'll turn this show into that show.
I will, yeah.
I'll turn this into Dwayne Sutton. Hey, David, I give you everything I can give you as far as leeway. Bobby, my dad saw the game.
Mm-hmm.
My dad saw that running back.
Yes.
And this goes back to when I said it from the beginning. We saw he was doing the right things.
Oh, yeah.
Even when they didn't go for 3 yards.
Sure.
He got the most out of the 3 yards.
Every time.
The barely tackle was not a running back issue. If I see that 3-man 30 split.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Stay healthy, Hassan.
Yeah.
Eric, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. Fire away.
Hey, guys. Okay, so Steve, I totally agree with what you were saying earlier, and that's the reason I'm so hesitant about getting rid of what we have right now. Our defense already looks good. Like, it does. All those guys are super-duper young who are going to be here for a while. All of these guys, most of the guys on the offense are young. You found a Son Hall who looks kind of like that back from down the road. I mean, he's got that kind of, which I like, Benny Snell. So I think that that's a good thing, that you kind of compare him to him with how he hits.
Ooh.
I need to talk to him about it because.
Ooh, okay.
Uh-oh.
We're going to just
Eric
let
got
him
in trouble.
tell.
Y'all quit calling us at work.
It's really funny. Eric did say he was at work on the clock when he called.
Yeah.
Y'all got to quit calling us at work. Y'all going to be out here losing jobs.
That was a bad decision for me to hang up that phone.
Why didn't you let that play? That was pretty awesome.
You know why? Because I'm a human being.
Yeah.
I don't think when people trip and fall, it's funny.
I know.
I should have left that.
That was pretty funny.
Eric, if you ever call back, you're going to have to explain what happened.
What just happened there?
I'll give you a chance to explain, and you'll think
Eric's calling, talking about the coach's job in the process of losing
his
own.
Quick commercial break, midday with Marcus Maben, 8150, 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time.
That's funny.
For top dollar and selling quickly, you need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
So, Steve, what do you think about Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers, man?
Let me just say, I had a friend who totally ruined his car. They got him taken care of quick, efficiently, and out the door.
Family owned and operated for over 70 years, Ed Scorns is the leader in auto repair technology and technician training. Do not let just anyone repair your vehicle. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you're taking your vehicle to Bill at Scorns & Sons Collision Centers. There are 2 locations, Bardstown Road and Shelbyville Road in Middletown. Or call us at 491-BODY or visit us at etscorns.com. That's ETSCORNS.com.
Hey, Card Nation and everyone else in the Ville. When the Cards win this football season, you win with Penn Station. All day, every Tuesday following a Cardinal Gridiron win, Penn Station will offer up any 6-inch sub for just $3.99. Cardinal victories are already pretty tasty, and now 6-inch Penn Station subs are just $3.99 all day, Tuesday following a Cardinals victory. Download and order from your Penn Station app using promo code UL399. Offer good at 15 Louisville Penn Station locations plus Shelbyville, Bardstown, E-Town, Radcliffe, and Shepherdsville.
If you've been thinking about getting engaged, come join us this Saturday at Davis Jewelers.
It's Davis Jewelers' Fall Bridal Event, our biggest engagement ring event of the year.
Come shop all the newest styles from our top engagement ring designers, including Sylvie, Martin Flyer, and our newest designer, Gnome Carver.
Plus wedding bands for the bride and groom from Benchmark, Amara Stone, and MFit.
Come talk directly to our bridal designers' official representatives. They'll be here in person.
We brought in even more certified diamonds.
We'll have special interest-free financing for qualified buyers. But here's the best part.
Buy your engagement ring this Saturday at Davis Jewelers' Fall Bridal Event and get up to $1,000 off your center diamond.
So you can get a bigger diamond than you thought.
It's Davis Jewelers' Fall Bridal Event this Saturday from 10 till 6 at Davis Jewelers.
Louisville's diamond engagement and wedding ring store.
Limitations apply. Come see store for full details. Davis Jewelers, Louisville's largest fine jeweler, Forest Green Boulevard, just off North Hurstbourne Parkway, and davisjewelers.com.
Don't miss it.
What good is it having that beautiful view on your front and backyard if you can't see through your old grimy windows? Or how about when you let a little fresh air and your windows are constantly getting stuck? If this sounds like your current situation, it's time to make that call to Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, the best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted the most efficient for 2018 and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and all 5-star reviews, which means these are exactly the new windows you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-494-0120. That's Windows Plus. Make the call.
People-friendly equipment, technology, and service for all of your print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Copy, scan, fax, send, or mail. Your unduplicated professionals can simplify the process with world-class network business machines from Ricoh and Savin. High-quality office equipment solutions and services, and the fairest possible price always for you. That's our commitment.
For today and tomorrow.
And our commitment continues from our commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the 7110 Ricoh graphic print system, providing superior color output to include spot varnish options. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, corporate mailing systems, Ricoh and Savin.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Phone 589-5555. Online at duplicatorsales.net. 831 East Broadway in Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown and Lexington.
Chances are you recently talked about it, or thought about it, or might even be thinking about it right now. You're thinking it's time to upgrade your vehicle, and boy, do we have the place for you. Globe Auto Sales. Family owned and operated, serving the greater Kentuckiana area since 1972. Why Globe Auto Sales? Well, the answer is simple. The staff at Globe Auto Sales focuses entirely on the quality buying experience, not the high-pressured sales pitch you get at other places. So while you're thinking about it, stop by Globe Auto Sales located at 5705 Bardstown Road. Check out their inventory at Globe Autos online. Oh, and be sure to tell them you're a friend of 93.9 The Ville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville is broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Midday with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville. People, how many innings does your air conditioners have left in it? You're about to find out with the stress of summer and heat and fall upon us. So what do we do here at the station? If there's a problem, we call DFH companies. They're fast, they're good, and they're reliable. And if you need to go to the bullpen for a new system, it's a great time to buy a new train comfort system from DFH. This month only, you can get a 15-month special financing on qualified train comfort systems. It's hard to stop strain. So call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval. People, we went into break because I had to save a friend from something that sounded very, very dramatic. That friend has rejoined us to say what happened was. Eric, thanks for joining us again on 93.9, my man. Speak.
All right, okay. So basically, I was standing here doing my job, talking to you all, and then someone from the shipping area came over and wanted to know if I had some order done for them already. And they weren't like a boss or anything, but I couldn't really like talk to you all at the same time while I was trying to listen to them. And so I was in this awkward place where I'm just sitting there like quietly, like, well, crap, what am I gonna do? And so I was just like sitting there, but it wasn't a boss. I was all right as far as getting fired is concerned or anything else like that. So you don't got to worry about that. I do appreciate you ending that for me, Marcus, because that was going to be very awkward for a minute. And so that allowed me to like answer the question. So I do appreciate that. But my overall point is that if we continue to improve with what we saw in the Florida State game, if Juwan hits those passes in the second half, if Hassan Hall continues to improve and the line continues to improve, I know you got to get some wins this year. But even if you only ended up getting, say, 5, I still, if you were doing the right things, I would feel very bad about just blowing up the whole coaching staff when you have all this talent and it looks like your defense is going to be really good with a chance to grow and be even better. And it seems like we might be doing 1 year too early because next year could be a true breakout year for this team. And I feel like if you blow it all up, you might be setting the program back a couple years. And so that was the main point I was trying to make. But love you guys. Awesome show. And hopefully that won't happen again.
No, I appreciate
Well, thank goodness it will, because I thought you was never going to talk to the shipping people again after that.
not by voluntary.
Eric, you're not welcome back here. It's good stuff,
Eric, you don't think we're on the phone? You don't think we're in there listening to Middays with Marcus Maben as well?
Everybody,
Eric, we know who you're on the phone with. We're listening from inside.
That's a great point, man. Look, because even here's the thing. Before Vince Tyre took the job as the AD, we had found out that he, in his office, had it playing over the speaker.
From other people, not him.
From other people. It was like, yeah, Vince always had the show playing over the loudspeaker.
Then we start killing him.
And now we're like, is Vince getting it done or not?
Question of the
Vince,
day.
get it done.
How much Vince can you take?
No.
Why is this my hot take?
Is Vince's hair too pretty?
Yeah.
Too pretty for your liking?
Look, it starts at the top, Steve.
Yeah.
We got pretty boy receivers.
Yeah.
We got pretty boy ADs.
We got a Vince Tyre.
Yeah, right.
We got a pretty boy AD. Looks entirely too good to be an athletic director. No, Vince is killing it, man.
Nice jump shot for him too.
He looked good.
How idiotic did I feel when I was like, dude, you got a nice form. Yeah, Marcus, my dad is actually the best player ever played at Louisville.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you remembered.
Yeah. I tried to be. Oh yeah, yeah.
Vince is like, oh, I'm sure you know, because I'm sure your number's retired too. Oh, it's not.
Well, shut up and get off social media.
Oh, okay.
Jackass.
Yeah, we'll go to bed.
Vince called me a jackass on social media.
Yeah, we'll go to bed, Marcus.
Tori, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
Hey, Marcus, thanks for taking my call. I heard Steve mention earlier about if Bobby Petrino was to be fired, that Jeff Brom would be the coach in waiting. I got one more name for you, and I know Steve probably has more knowledge than I do.
No, Steve's just not. He's not going to listen to any other names.
There's one coach. One coach that I think that might get Steve's approval, and he has done a magnificent turnaround at the program, and that's at UC. Luke Fickell.
Yeah.
He actually coached under Urban Meyer.
Sure.
And he's a young and up-and-coming good coach. That'd be the only name that I would really consider outside of Jeff Brom. And my other point is, I know you guys have been talking football all morning long, but it's eating me alive. I need to know what are the chances of us landing Aiden Agahan. I've not seen anything on Twitter or anything updating his status after his visit. If y'all could shed some light on that, it would be great. Thanks for taking my call. Hope you guys have a great day.
Tori, appreciate the call. Steve?
Yeah. Well, first off, again, let me say this, because I think it keeps coming off like I'm saying Jeff Brom's my guy.
Right.
And I'm not listening to anybody else.
Right.